You wake up with Rome at your feet, purple curtains, cold marble beneath your feet. 100 hands rush forward to dress you in your tunic. A word from you opens prisons, ends wars, or starts one. It sounds irresistible. But here's the twist. Every bite at your banquet could be poisoned, every hug could be hiding a dagger, and every round of applause could be your last. Living like a Roman emperor? Total luxury, or a gilded cage. Stay until the end, because you will discover the real price of absolute power. And at the end, I'll give you the answer that almost no one dares to say. Welcome to Lost History, where you learn without getting bored, with scenes you won't forget. Imagine opening your eyes and having the destiny of millions on your schedule. You sign decrees, you decide taxes, appoint governors, receive embassies from distant kingdoms with exotic animals as gifts. The world comes to your palace, but there's something at stake if you ignore this story. A seductive idea we repeat without thinking, that absolute power means total freedom. It's not true. Imperial life was a dangerous equation. Enormous luxury multiplied by daily paranoia. If you stay, you'll learn to read that fragile balance, where it seduces and where it destroys. In a moment, you'll discover the detail that turned the emperor into a hostage of his own throne. Visualize it. The Palatine at dawn, the Tiber shining. In the atrium, statues that seem to be watching. Servants lined up in silence. The Praetorian prefect waiting 3 steps behind. The silence isn't peace, it's tension. And the incredible part is this. Those who lived best as emperors didn't try to seem like gods, but to seem human. Did you know that? The basic desire. First image, a banquet. Long tables, cups of rock crystal, perfumes from the east, grapes brought from Sicily in the dead of winter, soft music, dancers. You at the center, dressed in purple, a color only you can wear. The city rumbles outside. Inside, the calm of the privileged. The spectacle machine. Rome understood the theater of power. Triumphs with golden chariots, banners, elephants, games in the Colosseum with beasts no one had ever seen. Chariot races in the Circus Maximus. Bread and circus, yes, but also visual diplomacy. The empire saying, "We are invincible," in high definition. Every spectacle was a political statement without words. The House of Dreams. Your house isn't a house, it's a world. The Palatine becomes a city within the city. Gardens with singing fountains. Peristyles that spill shade. Libraries with Greek and Latin scrolls. Mosaics that seem to move. Symbolic architecture. Towering ceilings to remind you that you are above. Long hallways so that power has time to make an entrance on the scene. Here's the part almost no one tells you. That luxury wasn't a whim. It was a script. The building shaped you and everyone who looked at you. Hypnotic privileges. Meals out of season, doctors at your beck and call, private philosophers for your doubts, an army of scribes, accountants, managers, the entire planet compressed into your schedule. The feeling that anything is possible is real and it's addictive. What would you do with that yes to everything button? The hidden cost appears. Even at the banquet, a thought creeps in. The inescapable presence of the armed Praetorian Guard behind a column. The cup you drink from? You make a slave drink from it first. The friend who laughs too hard. Is he laughing with you or at you? Here, the crack appears. Luxury requires vigilance, and vigilance doesn't let you rest. A shocking fact. Of the dozens of emperors, a chilling percentage died violently. Conspiracies, assassinations, executions. The numbers vary, but the trend is clear. The throne was as dangerous as a frontier border. Does it still sound idyllic? Stay, because now we enter the study, where the dream becomes work. And the work, risk. The wooden table, not gold. Behind the theater, there is wood, wax, and numbers. Wax tablets, letters from the provinces, grain lists, legion reports. Meetings with the council, jurists, senators, generals. The emperor didn't just raise his cub. He raised taxes, built roads, and enacted reforms. Deciding every day, exhausted an invisible muscle, the muscle of responsibility. The clock never stops. Burning frontiers, Britons, Dacians, Parthians, Germans. Droughts that could turn Rome into a hungry city if the grain from Egypt is late. Epidemics, fires, conspiracies in the provinces. Every problem demands a signature, every signature an enemy. And if the enemy is the one holding your cloak, that's a bad sign. The court, that ocean. Courtiers, favorites, powerful freedmen, ambitious relatives. The court is a sea of invisible currents. If you don't know how to swim, you drown. Etiquette isn't vanity, it's survival. Who sits where, who speaks first, who enters through which door, coded messages. Here's the part almost no one tells you. The Praetorian Guard, your supposed protectors, were more than once the brutal arbiters of the throne. Allies? Only sometimes. The psychology of the purple leaders under constant scrutiny developed two temptations: to become stone or to become smoke. Stone, cold, inaccessible, determined to control every detail. Smoke, hedonistic, evasive, surrounded by distractions. Both options come with a price. Which one do you think claimed more lives in the long run? The most stable emperors found a trick: to delegate with surgical precision, and at the same time, create clear symbols. A good aqueduct did more for stability than 1,000 speeches. A well-laid road calmed regions. Uniform justice turned enemies into taxpayers. A small reward for you, the viewer. Power works best when it seems boring. The common mistake: believing that luxury protects you. In reality, it exposes you. A banquet gathers allies and potential executioners. A spectacle brings you closer to the people and makes you a target. In a moment, you'll discover the mechanism that made even succession, that family affair, a minefield. The emperor's body. Eating like a god doesn't mean you live like one. Rich diets, constant wine, spices, long nights, gout, obesity, digestive problems, insomnia. Medicine exists, but without antibiotics or modern anesthesia. A dental abscess can become a tragedy, an infected cut, a domestic epidemic. And when the pressure rises, the mind pays. Anxiety, paranoid delusions, outbursts. Who inherits the world? The empire learned the hard way that blood doesn't always bring talent. Adopting capable heirs was, at times, the best solution. It sounds simple. It's not. Every adopted heir wounded the pride of others. Every biological son who was passed over accumulated resentment. What do you think was the most common outcome? Intrigue, accusations, exile, poison, the family as a battlefield. Influential mothers playing chess with senators, wives being accused, sons used as banners by generals. The domestic becomes geopolitical. Here's the part almost no one tells you. The emperor doesn't decide alone. He decides while held by invisible captors: affection, loyalty, fear, which condition his every move. The currency of memory. The emperor doesn't just buy loyalty with gold. He buys time. Public works that still speak long after he is silent. Libraries, forums, baths, arches. If the people bathe better, if they eat on time, if they travel faster, his name becomes part of daily life. That is pure strategy. This might change how you see leadership. To govern is to design collective habits. Compare two endings. A reign of banquets and whims ends with doors being forced open at dawn. A reign of patient administration ends with statues and manuals that are still consulted. The same throne, Two destinies. Which do you think was costlier in lives, stability, and legacy? The question that hurts. So was it worth it? The uncomfortable answer. Only when the emperor chose to be less of an emperor and more of an administrator. The purple doesn't save you, management does. The incredible part is this. Absolute power only works when it self-corrects. Without an internal break, luxury becomes a dagger sharpener. Let's review quickly, as if we're in the palace hallway. The attraction. Endless banquets, spectacles that tame the world, architecture that turns a man into a symbol. The reality. Work tables, figures, letters, floods of problems. The court as an ocean of treacherous currents. The risk. Conspiracies born in the shadow of the throne. Health broken by excess and stress. Successions designed like traps. The hidden key. Delegate, standardize, build for the people, not for the mirror. When the emperor fixes aqueducts and laws, the purple weighs less, and it lasts longer. Reward for staying until the end. The myth debunked. Living as a Roman emperor could be a sensory paradise if you accepted that your personal freedom was gone. The price of power was, almost always, your peace of mind. Did you know that? Close your eyes for a second. Listen to the roar of the Colosseum, the pounding of thousands of feet on marble, the echo of your name being shouted by a city that loves you today and could forget you tomorrow. The purple shines, yes. It also stains. Would you live that life? Banquets, betrayals, and a potentially bloody end, or the peace of ruling over no one? Would you do it? If you like these deep dives where you learn without getting bored, like this video and subscribe to Lost History. Every day, a historical journey with scenes you won't forget.